Hi VC, Lee here again from the south coast of England. Thought I'd do another video. I did a video a couple of months back for the vinyl tag and I haven't done one since, so thought I'd get back into it. What I thought I'd do is share with you guys some of the finds that I've got since the turn of the year. Mostly from boot sales, charity shops, one new one which I'm going to show you. But yeah, got some it's a real mixed bag, so I'm just going to take you through it. First one, which you might be able to hear in the background, is fresh from the record fair that I've been to today. John Hassell, Magic Realism. It's got another name down there that I'm not going to try and pronounce that. It's you know, beautiful ambient music, sort of bubbling bass, kind of on the Brian Eno tip. I haven't really got much of his stuff, but I've heard his name bandied about. Really enjoying getting into that, and it was for a really good price as well. Pleased to pick that up. Yeah, John Hassell. So we'll let that roll in the background. Another find from the record fair this morning. Derek Harriott, Reggae Disco Rockers. This would appear to be an original Jamaican pressing that I got from the record fair, and bizarrely it's in really good condition. It was almost too good to be true. You can see that's the original label there. Played it through. It's a little bit, in terms of the pressing quality, what you might expect from Jamaican pressing, but really there's no pops or clicks on it. It sounds great. Beautiful kind of funky, soulful reggae. Yeah, so really chuffed to pick that up. Didn't cost the earth either. No, it's quite a sought after one, but really chuffed to pick that up. And this was a boot sale find. Again, really stoked to get this one. It's a compilation of Dawn Penn from the 90s. I think it was 1994. And obviously it's got the big tune on it. No, You Don't Love Me. I was just checking that's what it was called. Everyone knows that one, but £5 I think I picked that up for at the boot sale. Bargain. And back on the reggae tip, I did pay a few more quid for this one from my local record shop. It's a repress. This is the Blood and Fire repress of the Congos, Heart of the Congos. I have got this on CD, but I've been looking for a vinyl copy. So yeah, this is the 90s repress of it. Again, really good condition. Didn't pay the earth for it, but yeah, really chuffed to get that, because I know this one goes for top dollar. And one of my favourite reggae albums of all time, so really pleased to pick that one up. Staying on the reggae tip, Prince Jammy versus King Tubby's lovely dub album, His Majesty's Dub. Again, this is an original pressing. Got an unusual 80s style label. Yeah, again, lovely condition. Not too bad. Well chuffed to get that. Changing tack a little bit. Again, this one I picked up from a charity shop just last week. It's Jest High Plains Drifter EP. I think I paid £1 for it. It's quite a sought after one. Really top-notch UK rapper. Still going, I think. Lovely slow burning beats and hip hop. Really good condition. £1, couldn't believe it. Had to pick that up. And so yeah, really enjoying that one. Changing tack again. This is a charity shop find. A little bit unusual. Duke Ellington Fire East Suite. Now, go with me on this one. It's got a really, you wouldn't normally expect Duke Ellington to be, you know, top-notch jazz, but this one really is. It's kind of soundtrack-esque, filmic, really deep, lovely, dense sounds. My favourite jazz album, probably pound for pound, is this one. Charlie Mingus, Black Satanist and Lady. And it's along the same kind of lines, lovely, deep horn section. This one really took me by surprise, and again, I think I gave £1 for it, so chuffed to get hold of that. And so yeah, I've been enjoying that recently. Another charity shop find, but sleeveless. I don't know if this goes on the VC, but it's there's that album. It's Soul Mining. Again, the vinyl was actually in really good condition, but there was no picture sleeve with it. But what would you do? I picked it up because I didn't have it on vinyl. Yeah, so I've got that on CD, but I didn't have it on vinyl. How does that go? I mean, VC guys, do you just pick them up or leave them? I couldn't leave that behind, so I had to get it. But for £1, what are you going to do? This is another boot sale find from a couple of weeks ago. I do like my soundtracks occasionally, like to get a mixture of those, and I didn't have this one. I got obviously the first one. This takes me back to my youth, but lovely clean copy of The Empire Strikes Back. Couple of quid I think go for this, so yeah, really good find. Chuffed to get that one. Another couple of charity shop finds. They'd had a lot of disco and boogie 12s that look like have been donated recently, so I picked up a couple of those. The first of which is this Patrice Russian 12, really beautifully produced, lovely player. It's got that really funky early 80s boogie sound, and again, yeah, a bargain. This one I haven't played yet, but it was from the same collection. It's Savannah, Never Let You Go. I think another classic sort of early 80s disco boogie tune. Haven't checked that out yet, but that was part of that same haul that I got from the charity shop around the corner. And this was a record shop find. I'm a bit of a cheat here because it's not from a charity or just, but it's Bill Withers. I haven't seen this out in the world. I think he was quite rare in the UK, but probably one of my favourite live albums of all time. Great band, so soulful. It's got a few little nicks on it and marks, but it was £5. Could not believe my eyes. So I've picked that up. I've been enjoying that recently. Had it on CD for several years, but yeah, not seen it on vinyl, so really delighted to pick that up. It's Bill. The last thing I'm going to show is a new one, and perhaps a break from tradition with your normal VC guys, but I've got to show this because I'm chuffed to get it. It's the 80s Matchbox Beeline Disaster. Now, this is a dinked edition that's just come out, and I have been after an original pressing of this for years, but it goes for a couple of £300, and I've not been able to find one at a reasonable price. So I was well chuffed when I announced last year that they were going to re-release it. It's only half an hour long, but man, what a rock album. I think this is probably my favourite rock album of all time. They're not amazingly good players, but it's just ferocious. The tunes are really great, it's really hooky. And yes, I saw them live a few times back in the day, absolutely amazing. Yeah, so this is a dinked edition that comes with a second disc of B-sides and demos. So finally I laid my hands on it. This I think was only a pressing of 1,000, so likely to be well sought after, but yeah, I think it sold out on the same day. This is a dinked edition, so it's still out there. There's a glow-in-the-dark version, so I can recommend it. Yeah, go out and get it. Nice one. Thanks VC, see you again soon.